Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. My name is Todd Derby, along with my co-host, business partner James Mason. Good morning, James. How you doing?
Todd, good morning. How are you doing today? I'm doing well, by the way.
When are you gonna tell our fans? I like saying that. When are you gonna tell our members or our viewers about your new indicator that's darn near 100% accurate? Or do you want me to tell them about it?
You go ahead and tell them.
Well, little known secret, people, that whatever baseball hat James is wearing is the team to put money on in the World Series.
That's true.
Yeah. So why do we even joke and fight these things that are straight up facts?
That is true. That is true. Next season, it's going to be the New York Yankees.
Okay.
I'm going to start wearing the Yankees hat now.
You're already calling it out?
Yeah, I'm going to start wearing the Yankees hat.
Well, in the worst case scenario, if you're wrong, you're still at 50% accurate. So
exactly.
All right, what do you got for us in the market, big guy?
All right, so far Dow futures are up 34 points. S&P 500 futures are up 1.75 points, and the overall market is looking weak. So I'm expecting today to be a bearish day, and just play it for whatever the charts give you. So me and Todd, we were talking right before the show started up, and we're going to do something different today.
No.
Todd was against it. Todd was completely against it. We're going to talk about crypto. All right, Todd. Let's do this. Let me share my chart. All right. Let's talk about the market darling. Crypto, ticker symbol SHIB. Oh, J. Cole, thank you for the tip. All right, everybody. So this is SHIB on the 4-hour chart. And I figured we just give a good old talking about some crypto, since everybody and their mom is talking about it. And we're not going to BS you here. SHIB is not looking well. If you are in heavy right now, or just getting in heavy right now,
can you hear that?
I pray for you. What's that, Todd?
I didn't know if you could hear my background noise.
Yeah, I could hear your background.
All right. Let me shut this door.
Michael. Okay. Anyways, guys. So I'm not against this at all. I was actually a supporter of everybody riding this up. I wasn't in it or anything like that. I do have a strong interest in crypto, though, but I wasn't in this. And man, what a beautiful run. But bullish runs don't last forever, especially in crypto, guys. Now, when you're trading, you have to be realistic. All these people who keep trying to talk about, oh, this is a, they'll start drawing all their stupid little charts and trend lines and everything. They're like, oh, this line right here, this is a bullish, blah, blah, blah. And you connect these lines and this line and that, and like they'll just go on and on. Like, and from this point up here to there, I mean, they're just drawing a bunch of stupid lines. And really, they're nothing less than idiots. I'm just going to be honest. I don't care if it offends anybody. So these runs don't last forever. You got to think, guys. This cryptocurrency right here, again, I have nothing against it. I just have to be realistic, because I have a lot of friends who trade, and I don't want morons misleading them. You have a bunch of morons who they claim that they have these lower averages and that, they're sitting in all these profits, and, oh, it could pull down half as much and they still have 500% profit. Okay, guess what? if you're up 1,000%, and if it pulls back 500%, you lost 500%, dumbass. Like, that's the nicest way to put it. You lost 500%. Like, how's that hard to comprehend?
It's the same comprehension that people have when they go to the casino and they buy in at the blackjack table or roulette table or whatever their game is for $500, and they're up to $2,500, so they have $2,000 profit. If they walk away, that's $2,000 profit. But if they keep spinning the wheel or playing and it drops down to what you said, half that, they lost $1,000. And they say, oh, no, it's just house money. Well, it wasn't 5 minutes ago. It was your money if you'd walked away.
Exactly. And it's the same thing. And there's people, Todd, who keep saying that all these like cryptocurrencies and stocks are just going to keep going up. They have the same gambling mentality. So
what was the crypto? I'm going to digress for a moment. The Squid Game crypto. Did you see that article?
I just saw the headline. I didn't read into it.
So what they did is they created a crypto. They raised over $2.1 million, and they cashed out. The original guys who set it up. So everyone who bought the Squid crypto, it's absolutely worthless.
Man, that's the scary thing about these cryptocurrencies. Don't get me wrong.
So let's. Hey guys, we're here to announce we have the TTBB crypto coin. We'd like you guys to buy into.
God, I won't lie. I've seriously thought about creating our own cryptocurrency, like doing it in a legit manner, like actually hiring true professionals who develop like blockchain cryptocurrencies and everything, like register with the SEC. That's a huge factor here. Do it 100% legitimate. But there's such a bad stigma in this crypto industry that it's just, man, even when you are legit, it's hard to get people to believe in anything that you do. And man, the investment that it would take to create it and to get it all going legally with the SEC, it just isn't worth it. Like literally, it would be just a little bit over $1 million with all the legal fees and everything. It's just not worth it. But
all right.
So back to the main point here. Johnny, thank you for the tip. Let's see, hold on. I think we missed one. Oh, Aaron Sparks, thank you for a tip. Oh, Aaron, hey, thank you for the tip the other day. I saw it later on after we had already signed off. Like YouTube is sometimes a little delayed, but thank you for the other $10 tip.
Jeff Cole gave us a tip too, and he says, "You know what to do, Todd? Does he want me to take my shirt off?"
Yeah. Okay. So back to SHIB on the 4-hour chart. Now everybody's talking about, oh, this is just getting started. It's on its next leg up. And don't get me wrong. I mean, anything could propel this thing, give it a catalyst, and it push up. All it would take is a tweet from Elon Musk or someone important like that, and it would get all the FOMO back into it. But from a technical analysis standpoint, and I know some genius is going to watch this later and be like, oh, but James, cryptocurrency, you can't trade it off the charts. Yeah, okay. Whatever. So everybody's talking about, oh, the bullish push. Now, guys, if you remember back to all the times I've talked about like pump and dumps or these strong like short squeezes and different things like that, or just a strong bullish run in general, this is the same concept. It's always going to be the same. And the reason why, it comes down to psychology. The psychology with people who trade. So when you see something pump the first time, it will have a solid run up. It usually pulls back. It will trend, do whatever it's going to do. But then that next time it breaks that first big run, that's when it really runs. That's usually the top. Like for a long time. Just keep that in mind. I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, Go look at all the charts. If you come back to me trying to say, oh, well, James, this pushed up and it kept running. Well, that's probably because it's the first pump. Like, it has to pull back. Like, and the one thing that I don't understand about traders is when I try to explain to them how trading works, they in return try to teach me how it works. And if I say that something's going to be bearish, and if it has one green candle, they'll say crap like, oh, well, look at it now. These trades, just with any trade, whether it's a catalyst, a technical trade, or an investment, they have to run their full cycles to see the entire picture. So whether it's a bullish setup or a bearish setup, you have to let it run its course. Now, for instance, we're looking at the 4-hour time frame here. Well, nothing is going to run its course on a 4-hour time frame within a few candlesticks. When we're talking and looking at a 4-hour time frame for anything, really, we're going to be talking about, hell, I don't know, possibly 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4-hour time frames, like each candlestick. So, for instance, like right here, when this started pulling back, this was on October the 29th. Obviously, today is November the 3rd. This is still running its cycle. Now, whatever it's going to do is what it's going to do. I personally believe this is getting tongue-tied here. I personally believe this is the top for a long while now. I ain't going to say forever. Now, I've been trying to help some people out here because I know people have went all in on this cryptocurrency that has no meaningful value to it whatsoever. And if you believe this does have some meaningful value to it, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm just wrong. But if I can't take this, then this is one of the big things that I have a hard time really accepting for me to fully invest myself into wanting to trade crypto. Is these coins, they have to have some kind of value outside of it just being a meme coin. If it's just a meme coin, it's worthless. It's literally just a pump and dump. Now, again, maybe I don't fully know what this coin right here is doing or what the other coins are doing. But as far as I know, this thing doesn't really serve any purpose. And I know people can try to say, well, AMC is talking about wanting to accept it for movies or snacks or whatever the heck that they're going to do. And they're trying to talk about that being a catalyst. That's cool and all, but how many times in the last 10 years have you went to the movie theaters? Think about that. How many people in general over the last 10 years have went to the movie theaters? And when you think about how long 10 years is, you could have went 100 times, but really 100 times over 10 years isn't a lot. You're not actually spending a ton of money. Well, movie theaters are damn expensive as shit. But in the big scheme of things, when people are talking about, for instance, this token right here, this coin, in the AMC wanting to use it to purchase, movie, snacks, whatever they may want to do with it, that's not a big driving catalyst. Everybody will claim it's a catalyst because they're already in it, and they're just wanting to scream at the top of their lungs, like, "Come on, guys, jump on in. It's still cheap." Well, guess what? If you hold on a little longer, there's a good chance. Now, I could be wrong here, but there's a good chance that you'll probably get this for cheaper. And that's actually what I'm waiting to do anyways. So we see the strong push up. It starts to pull back. And what usually happens after a secondary push up like this is you start having this volatility set in. This is where a lot of people lose a crap ton of money because they're trying to buy the dip. Well, if you ain't flipping this thing quickly, chances are you're going to continue to buy more dips because you bought at the top. So it usually pulls back really hard. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Usually pulls back really hard, bounces off that middle Bollinger Band line, comes back up, pulls back down just like this. It will form a support a lot of times at that bottom Bollinger Band line. And this is where it gets tricky. This is the part you have to pay attention to. This, in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, this is a no trading zone for me. Now, you can do whatever you want to do, but for me, it's a no trading zone. And the reason why I say that is parabolic push up, volatility, making it chop, go down because it's at the top or somewhere near the top. It pulls back, it bounces, it comes up. This is people buying the dip, thinking that it's the dip. It comes up. The smart people who didn't get out up here, they're getting out right now. That's their second chance. Well, it pulls down. These people who bought the dip here are now usually buying the dip again. So it goes up a little bit more. And the people who didn't get out right here, they're getting out right now. And as you can see, this is starting to turn over with that middle Bollinger Band line on the 4-hour chart, which signifies with this setup. Now, this is talking about at this very moment when we're looking at this. This middle Bollinger Band line pointing downward like that, along with that 9 EMA starting to curl over. This signifies a strong sell-off that potentially could come. Sorry, my sinuses are all messed up, making me get tongue-tied. So when this setup takes place like this, this is a no trading zone for me because this is like flipping a coin. This could either sell off like hardcore, or we could have a bounce here and it goes up. And this is where it catches everybody in FOMO and they get hammered at this point if it does a fake out like this. If this bounces at this point, it usually will go up to test the highs, maybe a little bit higher. And then at that point, that's when it gets smoked. Now, when this setup actually takes place, this is actually when I start to look to short something. Now, granted, we're talking about crypto, but in the realm of like stocks, this is when I get eyes on to start wanting to short something. Because I'll take a small position here. And if it bounces and goes up to test these highs or even goes a little higher, this is when I'll start scaling in. Because I know after, if it would run up to this peak or even a little bit higher, it's going to get hammered. And I can get my higher averages up here by scaling in at that point. Now down here, I'm just taking smaller positions because if it drops, it's easy money at that point. And I'll just let it do whatever it's going to do. So just be careful here. And as you know, like, I don't want to see anybody lose their money. Like, we can minimize losing money just by being smart and not getting FOMO. That is the biggest killer for all traders. So Karen, thank you for that tip.
I don't think those tips are for you.
Oh, they're probably for you.
How about take a look at ticker? We're less than 6 to the start of the market, but take a look at ticker OLB, Oscar Lima Bravo. And this is a company that's just announced a partnership deal with MasterCard where they're going to be able to process cryptocurrency. And so my question is, I'm not a fan of crypto. I don't own any crypto. I've never bought anything, never dealt with it. But I'm wondering if there's a way to play crypto if it's the hot prom date that you can trade some tickers that are tied in the fringes. Like, for example, this company OLB is going to be processing crypto transactions for companies. And this morning they had a big jump, like a $4 jump on they're up 75%.
So now for this ticker in general, their outstanding shares are 8.7 million. So that's like with that news and that low share structure. I mean, that's obviously what's causing this strong push. But we're going to see a ton of volatility I mean, with this thing, I mean, so don't get me wrong, that's great for this company. And crypto is the future. Without a doubt, crypto is the future. And for all those who are so used to just trading equities, stocks, and things like that, who are hard-headed with making that conversion over, hey, we're going to have to do it at some point. Like, crypto is the future. But with that being said, if you look at the crypto market now, there's so many little crappy cryptocurrencies that have zero value. And that actually reminds me of the OTC world. A lot of people just think, oh, because it's cheap, buy it. It will eventually go up. That's not the case all the time. So that's what I want to talk about today with cryptocurrency. But for ticker OLB, I mean, that is a solid catalyst for them. Let's see what their financials are.
You got 3 minutes to the start of the market.
All right. So they are short with cash on hand. They have just a little bit less than 4 million per their last update. I would not be surprised that a company like this, since they only have 8.7 million shares on the market outstanding, if they don't sell some shares to raise some capital for the company.
Might be an offering on the way.
Yeah. So me personally, I could not go long in this because one, the run is already taken off. But just looking at their cash on hand, how low it is, and they really haven't. They just trended sideways overall for a while now. I would kind of expect them to do an offering. So for OLB, I couldn't go long on it. If anything, I think it's going to do something like this, end up being shorted.
All right, we're 2 minutes away from the start of the market. Any final thoughts?
No. So still just waiting on predictive oncology. Be nice if they hurry the heck up. But other than that, I mean, I can't force them to do anything. I don't control them. So, all right, guys, that's all I have for today. Todd, do you have anything?
No, have a good day, guys. As always, protect your capital. Be smart about it. We're early in November.
Yeah. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Remember, trade safe, trade smart, and put that stop loss in.